Imagine cruising through space and stumbling on a shimmering doorway, a real-life Stargate leading to another realm. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it turns out NASA and scientists have found something almost as wild: mysterious magnetic portals floating in space. These aren't wormholes to distant galaxies, but they are real phenomena connecting Earth to the Sun through invisible tunnels of magnetism. In this video script, we'll dive into what these space portals really are, why they matter, and whether any kind of portal through space-time could ever exist. Buckle up, because the truth is stranger than fiction, and you won't want to look away for a single second. Picture this: a hidden gateway in our planet's magnetic shield opens and floods Earth with particles from the Sun. That's essentially what happened when NASA's satellites discovered magnetic portals in space. In 2012, a team of scientists, led by plasma physicist Jack Scudder at the University of Iowa, announced they had uncovered these portals, places where Earth's magnetic field connects directly to the Sun's magnetic field. In NASA's words, they found thousands of tiny doorways that briefly swing open between our planet and the Sun's atmosphere, 93 million miles away. These connectors are called X-points, or electron diffusion regions, but you can think of them as temporary cosmic tunnels or stargates to the Sun. These portals aren't stable or permanent. Instead, they open and close dozens of times each day, usually forming tens of thousands of kilometers from Earth, where the onrushing solar wind meets our geomagnetic field. Many are tiny and short-lived, but some grow into yawning, sustained openings. When a portal opens, tons of energetic solar particles can rush through. This influx heats Earth's upper atmosphere, often sparking bright polar auroras and even geomagnetic storms that can disrupt satellites and power grids. In effect, each portal is like a cosmic faucet, turning on and off the flow of solar wind into our atmosphere. The science behind these portals is all about magnetic reconnection. Normally, Earth's magnetic field is a protective bubble that deflects the solar wind. But magnetic reconnection is the bridge-building process that occasionally lets two magnetic field lines break and rejoin with each other. When lines of Earth's field and the Sun's field crisscross and merge, an X-point portal appears at that junction. It's like two overlapping bar magnets suddenly snapping together and opening a path between them. Imagine Earth's magnetosphere is a shield around our planet, and the Sun's magnetic field is like a streaming river of energy. About every 8 minutes or so, the two fields briefly merge, forming a temporary tube-shaped portal that can be up to several Earths wide. Through this cylindrical doorway, massive bursts of charged particles from the solar wind pour into our magnetosphere. NASA's Themis and Cluster spacecraft observed these X-point portals in action. A single spacecraft detected the entry of solar particles and magnetic fields from the Sun, while its partner satellites confirmed the structure of the portal. As Scudder noted, these portals are invisible, unstable, and elusive. They pop open without warning and vanish just as quickly, with no obvious signposts to find them. Thanks to the Themis mission, 5 NASA probes, and the European Space Agency's Cluster mission, 4 satellites, scientists learned enough about these portals to predict them. In fact, by analyzing data from NASA's older polar spacecraft, Scudder's team identified 5 signature patterns of particles and magnetic fields that signal an X-point. This allowed later missions, like NASA's Magnetospheric Multiscale (MMS) mission launched in 2015, to zero in on the portals and study them up close. Without the breakthrough in finding those signposts, MMS might have spent years searching blindly for these elusive gateways. Instead, we now know how to spot them and even trigger questions like, are we sliding through an unknown corridor between planets? Before you pack your bags for an interstellar adventure, let's be clear, these magnetic portals won't drop you into the next galaxy. Step into one, and the reality is far less Hollywood and much more charged. When a portal opens, it's not a comfy doorway but a blast of superheated solar plasma streaming in. The particles can scald satellites, disturb communications, and light up the sky. In short, you'd get fried by cosmic fire rather than beam out to Venus or beyond. Still, the concept is mind-bending. A doorway opening in the protective magnetic cloak around Earth basically means the sun's energy is having a tea party in our atmosphere. These portals explain phenomena like sudden bright auroras and mini-solar storms here on Earth. They are basically a cut open in the bubble through which the sun literally showers Earth with solar wind. But unlike a wormhole portal that transports objects to far-off places, these portals only transport energy and particles. Think of them as cosmic valves for solar storms, not teleportation gates for spaceships. Despite that limitation, the discovery captured imaginations because it feels like a real space gate. Sci-fi fans love it. After all, one of the first sci-fi movies about portals was Stargate. In Stargate, a device in an Egyptian pyramid connects Earth to another planet. Here, NASA scientists stumbled on something that at least connects Earth magnetically to the sun. Doesn't it make you wonder what else might be out there? Earth isn't the only planet that gets these magnetic openings. Mercury, the little world closest to the sun, experiences them on an even more extreme scale. NASA's Messenger spacecraft flew by Mercury in 2008 and found something astonishing. Huge magnetic tornadoes twisting between Mercury and the Sun. Because Mercury has a magnetic field too, it also gets flux transfer events, FTEs, except its proximity to the Sun and unique environment make these portals 10 times more intense than Earth's. The reconnection events at Mercury are far stronger, almost like supercharged portals. Scientists have watched solar plasma shot into Mercury's thin atmosphere, driven by these crazy flux tubes. Even Saturn, with its own magnetic bubble, saw similar phenomena. In 2016, researchers detected a magnetic rope connecting Saturn to the Sun. Essentially the same portal idea, linking another planet's magnetosphere with the solar wind. It's become clear that anywhere a planet or moon has a magnetic field, there's a chance for these portals to pop open. Jupiter and other magnetized planets likely have them too, though in Jupiter's case, its enormous magnetic field and strong internal plasma environment make the behavior more complex. All of this tells us space is not a calm void. It's a dynamic, weaving tapestry of magnetic fields. Each magnetic planet gets its turn with strange bursts and connections to the Sun. But notice what's still missing. None of these are portals to alternate dimensions or faraway planets. They're just natural consequences of physics at work throughout our solar system. So if magnetic portals don't lead to other worlds, what about the kind of portals you see in movies? Wormholes or Einstein-Rosen bridges that connect distant points in space-time. This is where real science drifts back into theory and imagination. Wormholes are solutions to Einstein's equations of general relativity that might allow shortcuts through space and time. The idea is that you could tunnel through the curvature of space, jumping across light years in an instant. It's a tantalizing possibility, one beloved in fiction. However, no one has ever found an actual wormhole. They remain hypothetical constructs. Building a stable wormhole in reality would require something called exotic matter with negative energy, stuff that hasn't been proven to exist. Even if a wormhole popped into existence naturally, current theories suggest it would collapse far too quickly for anyone to traverse it, or be filled with lethal radiation and tidal forces. Imagine trying to walk through a shimmering space tunnel only to be torn apart by cosmic rays or spit back out in a split second. That's basically what our best physics models say would happen. Wormholes might connect two distant regions of the universe, or even parallel universes, but they are incredibly fragile. Opening one might collapse instantly unless you somehow keep it propped open. Physicists have called them Einstein's greatest riddle. So far, all evidence suggests such portals are science fiction. Astronomers have looked for signs like oddly changing stars or jets that could hint at wormholes, and have found nothing. Even at CERN's Large Hadron Collider, where scientists probe the fundamentals of reality, there's no indication of hidden dimensions that could spawn a doorway. The hunts at CERN and in deep space are all about understanding our universe, but none have given any hint of a wormhole you could drive a spaceship through. Here's the takeaway. The portals that NASA actually found are magnetic gateways in space weather, not fairy tale travel gates. They link Earth and other planets magnetically to the Sun, and yes, they're super cool. It's fascinating that Earth's magnetic shield can open up like that, but they don't beam you off to another galaxy. On the other hand, the idea of space-time portals, or stargates, while real in Einstein's equations, remains beyond our technology and maybe physics constraints. Don't let that deflate the excitement, though. Even the magnetic portals are an astounding discovery. They show us that our home planet is connected to the Sun in ways we never imagined a few decades ago. It's like finding a secret passage in your own backyard that you didn't know was there. As for true wormholes, the jury is still out. Maybe future advances in physics or quantum technology could reveal surprises. Perhaps black holes or other exotic cosmic objects hold doorways we can't yet detect. For now, the mystery of the universe keeps us curious. Who knows what tomorrow's telescopes and missions will uncover? Maybe one day scientists will find an entirely new kind of portal, or maybe they'll prove definitively that no such thing is possible. Either outcome would be thrilling. So, what do you think? Have we truly found real portals in space, or just sneaky magnetic gatekeepers? Drop a comment below with your theories and questions. I promise I'll be reading every comment and responding one by one. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this cosmic journey into hidden portals got your imagination fired up, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending space mysteries. We explore the deepest secrets of the universe together, and this adventure is just beginning. Thanks for watching, and keep looking up. You never know what gateways of knowledge you might find out there.